Sup guys, I thought you would get to join me today while I eat my dinner, talk about some books and just have a chat with you guys. Alright, so I thought it would be a great idea to talk about something that affects my training greatly, which isn't the gym, it isn't the diets, it isn't my sleep or supplements. No, it's a habit that I picked up last year, and it's reading more books. Whether it's fiction, non-fiction, newspapers, articles, you name it. I think reading something every day should be a rule of thumb for every human being. It's a rule that changed my life a lot. I mean, my stress haven't been this low in such a long time, and it's so calming and just feels good to read, man. And I thought I would showcase 3 books that I've read the past year, which are my key books, if you will, the books that really left a mark on me, both in my knowledge but in enjoyment. And the first one is a special one. It's called Fourth Wing, and it's a fantasy book, romantasy, if you will. Oh shoot! And I would say it's a blend of Hunger Games and Game of Thrones. It got got dragons, got a lot of intense relationships and intense world building. I really like the world building in this one. And if you want a little more spicy books, not that much of it, but really high tension, and also the suspense and the fight scenes are incredible as well. Really good characters, and yeah, my favorite one so far when it comes to fiction. The next one is, hold on guys, I'm gonna take a bite of this chicken. Hope you had a great day today, guys. That's some good chicken. Moving on to a book I'm reading right now. I'm using this one as a book I read before going to bed. I usually read more heavy book during the day, more pages, and more light, more non-fiction, like psychology, philosophy books type of content before going to bed, when I don't read as much. But yeah, this is the second one I'm gonna show. Maybe some of you read it, some of you heard of it, and maybe it's new to some of you. And it's called Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And this book isn't about not caring about anything. It's not about just not to give a fuck about anything. It's more about learning what to give a fuck about. Because if it's something in this world human beings spend too much time and energy on, it's giving a fuck about what other people are doing, what they should be doing, and why they're not doing it. So this is a great book for those of you that maybe want to get a quite funny read, but also a valuable read when it comes to life lessons. Really good content here, yeah. And it's like approximately 200 pages, so quite short one as well. And Mark, that's written this book, he's amazing, both like in his competence and intelligence when it comes to psychology and these aspects he discuss, but he writes in such an funny yet teachable way. So highly recommend it. The last one I got here, really famous book, 12 Rules for Life, written by the man Jordan Peterson. Very controversial man. Not gonna deep dive in him. I really like him if we look at what he's written in this book about mental health and the 12 rules we should apply for our life. Me as a reader really likes when the narrative is written with a really fancy and academic way. So if you want a more easy read when it comes to language and tone, this is not for you. But if you can give it a go, with that being said, it's when it comes to non-fictional like these life lesson books, it's my favorite so far. There are some things in this book, almost every rule that I think applies to every man and woman. And I can see why it has changed life for a lot of people, especially young men dealing with mental health issues and other difficult things in life. But these are the 3 maybe most important books for me so far. Maybe I do a new video next year when I read more books, but these are the ones so far I've read that has been my favorites.